Hi friends, today we're going to watch another animation about characters from Sprunki. To find out what's in my room, you need to like and subscribe. Come on, I'm waiting. Well, 3, 2, 1.
There's a puking Pomni here today. Looks like these guys are starting to have some kind of relationship here. Oh my god! Look at the way Yellow kissed him. Okay, that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But it looks like they're starting a real love affair. Okay, let's see what happens next.
There's something unrealistically weird going on all over these guys. These strange footage that keeps popping up is pretty freaky. Oh, okay, let's see what happens here next. Apparently the gray one is riding on a train, but it looks like he decided to see what was going on outside the train at the wrong time, and he got hurt because of it.
Oh, okay, it looks like this guy works in some kind of factory where he recycles garbage, but apparently his conveyor belt broke. Oh my god. Look at this. Looks like we're about to find out how all these characters actually got their injuries and went to the netherworld.
It looks like Brown got the buckets mixed up here, and because of that, he put a bucket on his head with piranhas that bit off part of his head. Oh my god, I think he was in maximum pain.
Okay, here it looks like these guys were in the middle of building a house, but apparently the black guy slipped, accidentally dropped all these sticks right on his turquoise friend's head, after which his face started to look like this.
Now we find out how Mr. Computer turned into what we see in the game. It looks like he's watching an animation about how all his friends started turning, and apparently it scared him a lot. And because of that, he started saying some creepy words.
Okay, now we know how he turned into his creepy version. Well, it looks like he's in for a very serious shock indeed. Okay, now we'll look behind the green one's story. Apparently, he was doing chemistry and started mixing some chemicals, and then there was an explosion and this acid corroded his face. After that, he started looking like this. And now we're going to look at how Red turned into this.
It looks like he was just wandering through the jungle and accidentally fell from a height. And the purple one looks like he was just passing by and a part of the red one's face fell on him. And then this guy's face stretched out in panic. And the yellow one looks like he just decided to go fishing, but apparently he didn't know there were predatory fish in that body of water, so after those fish attacked him, he looked like that.
And Wenda seems to have been robbing some secret vault. Apparently she failed to rob it, and those lasers cut her open. Look at that. Turns out the whistling guy here just took a bad shot, and the bullet bounced several times into his body.
Okay, now let's see what happened to this guy. Later they were messing around with a plate on his head, but apparently the guy started to go a little overboard and started hitting him even harder, after which this plate took out part of his head. God, that's really as disgusting as it gets.
And now we'll see how Veneria turned into this fearsome creature. It looks like she just caught her hair on a branch while swinging on a swing set. Okay, now we get the orange one's story. It looks like he just decided to walk out into the road when his balloon flew out there, and then this car hit him and slammed him right into the wall.
Okay, now we're looking at what happened next. It looks like we've now learned the backstory of absolutely all the characters, but apparently we're now learning the backstory of how these characters played among us. It seems that the purple one was a traitor, and he injured the green one. Green recovered afterward, but he doesn't seem to have made it. He's in a lot of pain.
And now we're off to the next location. Here, apparently, the yellow one decided to show off his secret techniques that he had learned. It looks like Purple wanted to kill one of them, but he tried to climb out of the vent at the worst possible moment, so the guys hit him in the head a few times. Now he decided to kill the guy with the plate on his head.
Apparently, his friends left him behind, and this guy realized everything and started to panic. Now he starts running back to his friends. The purple guy still has his plate keel timer ticking. He can still make it to the button in time, but it looks like the purple guy started closing doors, cornered him in some corner, and now he's waiting for his timer to pass.
Oh, look at that. Red's ghost is trying to show this guy something, but he totally doesn't get it. Red doesn't seem to know how the ghost mechanics actually work in this game, but Purple did notice him, and now he's waiting for his timer to run out.
Only 1 second left. Oh, great. Now he can kill him. The guys meet in the hallway and slap each other. Okay, that was as weird as it gets. Sue! Ghost Red wanted to do something, but he happened to notice Wenda. She had a scary book. It looked like this book was for something.
Okay, look at the way she walks sideways. It's like absolutely no one notices her. Look at that. Turns out Red can subdue the minds of other characters. Just now, he made Green shoot her, and now he's thrown a yellow one at her. but absolutely nothing happens to her. It's like she's immortal.
Oh, okay. There's one last character left, and it's Purple. I hope he can beat her. Look at that. He's running towards her at top speed, and now with his knife he tried to kill her, but she's disappeared somewhere, and it looks like she's teleported to the red one. Well, their fight is now gonna happen, but we won't know about it because we've moved on to the next animation.
Look at that. It looks like they're on some kind of date, and Pink saw that this guy has 2 hearts. Gasps, oh my god, look at what's going on here. She decided to take one of the hearts away from this guy, and she took it for herself. Oh my god, it was the weirdest action possible, but it looks like they are now in love with each other and happy.
And now we've moved on to the dental clinic, and apparently these guys are trying to get each other surgery, but it looks like it's going to be as difficult as possible. Because Purple has a dental problem, he got really mad and started beating her with some kind of object. She started beating him with a ruler, and after that she should be able to extract that unhealthy tooth.
Yeah, look at that. Purple was finally without his tooth, but by the looks of it, he was pretty scared. Okay, we're moving on. Here, apparently the guys decided to get out for some kind of picnic. Looks like they're going to sing karaoke. Look at how much fun they're having.
They seem to have a really, really friendly atmosphere, but all of a sudden a UFO flew in and stole these guys. It looks like they've now been teleported to some other world. Let's take a look at where they've ended up. It looks like some kind of spaceship. Wait, is it just me, or does this look a lot like Among Us?
Oh my god! Look at these furry characters! They look like Chewbacca from Star Wars. Oh, okay. It looks like they're having some kind of fight now. But this guy decided to turn into a huge, creepy creature, and it looks like he managed to defeat them all. He even ate one of them.
Oh, okay. We're off to the next animation. And here Pink and her daughter decide to go out for a walk. But they find themselves in that very creepy world. And it looks like now Black really wants to fight them. But it looks like Pink is going to protect her baby.
Look at that! She's trying to eat Black, and she even succeeded. It looks like she's really quite combative. She was finally able to fight back against him. But it looks like her face is now permanently deformed. Ah, no. Look at that. They've gone to the normal world, and she's fine again.
And now we're watching the next animation, and here, apparently, they've decided to dabble with water. Jesus, they're being as horrible to their friend as possible, but I feel like he's about to start getting revenge on them for it.
Yeah, he's turned into a huge, creepy creature, and it looks like he's about to eat them both. God, this guy is really as violent as possible. Well, that was a very cool animation. And now we're going straight to the next animation.
It's been a long time since we've played this game. Okay, look at this. It looks like Steve caught a fish here and decided to feed that fish to this cute cat. He seems to like this cat a lot.
Okay, look at this. His girlfriend made a cake. It looks like Alex wants to make some really delicious dinner. Look at that, it's Ender Girl. It looks like they're helping each other out, and they're going to sell the residents what they've made.
But they saw this cute cat too, and they liked him a lot. But they seemed to notice that it was Steve's cat. Apparently now something wrong has happened to them. Oh my god! Look at that. They've started turning into cats.
Apparently Steve invented some weird potion that turns all the characters into cats, and now he's turned them both. Okay, it looks real maximally funny and cute, but they don't seem to like being cats. But now he seems to feel like he's their overlord.
Look at Alex. She's not happy about this. Apparently, her feline nature makes it impossible for her to resist him. She saw a fish and gave up all the diamonds she had because of it. Looks like he's tamed them both now. Okay, from the looks of it, they are pretty pissed off at this. Looks like he's not going to be happy now.
Look at that. He looks as sad as possible. But it looks like he actually knows what it takes to make them stop being mean. And he started putting them to work by feeding them fish. Oh my god, look at that. They actually built a whole statue.
Sounds like this guy's got a lot of nerve. Apparently they're going to be trying to figure out how to get out of his bondage now. Looks like he keeps feeding them fish so these guys can actually get out of Steve's bondage. It looks like she's trying to get that collar off, but she's having absolutely no luck.
Okay, so it looks like she's got some kind of plan, and she's running somewhere in the night. For some reason, she started teleporting, and it's really as weird as possible. Apparently she's prevented from escaping by this feature that makes pets teleport to their master. It looks like she was trying to kill him, but Steve had already provided for that. Okay, looks like she flew somewhere far away and landed next to the girl creeper.
This caused the creeper girl to explode, and Alex flew to the roof of the house. Okay, she doesn't seem to like what's going on here as much as possible. Steve starts calling out to her and tries to summon her using the fish, but it looks like she doesn't want to listen to him as much as possible. She starts attacking him and tries to kill him. Okay, from the looks of it, she might actually succeed.
By the way, her collar is really gone. Looks like it's not working on her anymore. Okay, so it looks like Ender Girl is out of that bondage too. And now we're looking at the next animation. Here's Creeper Girl running through the forest. It looks like someone is chasing her.
I hope nothing bad happens to her. She tripped over a rock and fell. Okay, it looks like she was in as much pain as possible. Hopefully, she will escape her pursuer after all. Let's see what happens to her next. I still can't figure out who's chasing her.
Oh my god, it's a cat! Creepers are actually afraid of cats, so she tries to get away from him. Apparently, Creeper heard Steve, and he wants to get to the bottom of what happened. Apparently, she blew up, and it makes her really sad. Okay, hopefully Steve can save her. Let's see what happens next.
He brought her to his house, and it looks like he's helping her heal so she can really recover from what happened. Look at that, it's the cutest thing ever. He even brought her water in bed. Okay, now I think he should help her with those bandages. Apparently she noticed it and has a huge crush on him.
She sees him as her savior, and that's why she has the warmest feelings for him. Look at these guys. Okay, it looks like Steve has a cat living with him, and now Creeper Girl is very much afraid of him. It's maximally weird that creepers are afraid of cats, but this is a house cat, and there's absolutely no need to be afraid of him.
Look at this. This guy decided to scare her with a cat. Okay, that seems like a real maximum weirdo. Is he not at all afraid she might blow up his house? Looks like Alex came to visit, and she brought cake. But she doesn't seem very happy about it. It looks like they had some shared memories before, which caused the Creeper Girl to accidentally blow up all of Alex's buildings.
Apparently, she even snuck up on her in a cave once, and that caused it to explode right behind her back, causing Alex to fall into the lava. Apparently, she disliked her a bit, so she decided to throw the cake right at her. Oh my god, look at that. She looks like she's really pissed off.
Okay, now we're going to look at another Minecraft animation. Here, it looks like Alex is about to try on her new diamond armor, and meanwhile, Ender Girl and Steve are out fishing. Look at the way they reacted to her new armor. From the looks of it, everyone really liked it a lot.
Now Alex has decided to get wood. In fact, it's as weird as possible that she's mining wood with her fists. After all, if she had such a large amount of diamonds to make diamond armor, that means she could probably make tools as well.
Look at that. She was able to break a huge mountain in Minecraft with one punch. It looks like this armor gives her a huge amount of power. Apparently, her friends like it a lot, and they want to see it or try it on very badly. I think it's as weird as possible that Steve is the one who decided to steal it, because it looks like it's specifically for girls, and I don't think this armor can fit him.
But it looks like it changed its appearance slightly when it was on him. Okay, now Steve seems to have decided to put his diamond armor to the test, and he's decided to fight against the dogs. But I think there are too many of them. Such a large number of dogs could do a fair amount of damage to him. And now Steve was spotted by the zombies, who were wearing helmets. And because of that, they didn't burn up during the day.
It looks like they've now started chasing him too, and all he has to do is run away from them. It looks like they caught up with him in a very unpleasant place, but apparently Alex realized that he stole her armor, so she decided to get out of the bathroom and start fighting all these mobs so that no one can harm her armor. Okay, next she's going to fight all the other mobs that came to take that armor.
She took a diamond sword and started defeating all these zombies. Okay, by the looks of it, she actually managed to defeat them all. The rest of the zombies just ran away from her in a panic. Okay, it looks like they're pretty happy, but there are still dogs here. Cool animation, I really liked it.
It looks like Alex isn't going to save Steve because this guy stole her diamond armor, and now she's going to teach him a lesson for his bad deed. Okay, now apparently she took that armor away and decided to beat him up. Okay, I think this guy deserves it, and we're off to the next animation.
Okay, look at that creepy Peppa Pig with the baton. Looks like she'll be making sure players don't break the rules. Okay, let's see what happens next.
Looks like she's analyzing all the players. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. It looks like the players are starting to run, but Peppa Pig has stayed at the starting line. Apparently, she doesn't quite understand the rules of the game.
Okay, let's see what they do next. Looks like this puppet is starting to analyze all the players. Okay, apparently it sees someone among the losers, and it seems to have counted Piggy and her friend as losers, since they were standing still.
But apparently they were among the losers. It looks like Papa Pig decided to take first place, but apparently he didn't realize he needed to stop, and now his whole family is sad because he lost. George, because he was waving his arms around too vigorously, also lost. That doll shot him.
Okay, now this race is on. This piggy starts keeping an eye on everyone to make sure none of the players lose. Everything here really looks as weird as possible. She doesn't even give them a chance to play this game properly. She just shoots everyone. But it looks like someone has already made it to the finish line.
Okay, this is really looking as weird as possible. It looks like these players at the finish line won it all. Let's see what happens next. Wait, seriously? She shot them even after they reached the finish line? Okay, that was weird.
Wait, I think Peppa Pig is doing something weird. Wait, really? She has a gun? Okay, it looks like she decided to go through with this game this way.
Well, now we're going to see the next Peppa Pig animation, and here apparently they've all gathered to go play the same game. Let's see what kind of challenges will be waiting for them here.
It looks like they're going to run straight now. From the looks of it, they've all decided to play this game. Let's see what they're going to do here. Apparently, someone is now explaining the rules of the game to them. We've known the rules for a long time. Let's see how much time they have to complete the game.
Wait, really? They're only given 5 minutes? Okay. I hope they can actually get through this whole game. I hope they've been paying attention to this rule. Now the game has started and they are starting to move forward, but it looks like not everyone has stopped in time.
Look at that. That sheep almost fell over. Okay, they start laughing, but I don't think they should do that. They should try to be as careful as possible. Someone pressed the red button, but after that she disappeared. Well, it looks like she's out of the game.
Let's watch the rest of the contestants. Hopefully no one else will make this mistake here. Apparently Peppa Pig has started to get very nervous. All the players are moving forward, but she's standing still. I hope she'll be okay.
It looks like none of the players are moving now. But Peppa Pig got really nervous and farted, and because of that, she provoked the player behind her to move. And it looks like he's striking out now, too. Yeah, look at that. Now there's only 5 of them left. Well, by the looks of it, they're all getting nervous.
It's really very exciting. Okay, let's see how they play next. Hopefully no one else will strike out here. Peppa Pig looks like she's really excited about this game. Okay, let's see what happens next.
Apparently, she decided to go right behind the giraffe, but it looks like she accidentally pushed him, causing him to move forward. Apparently, Peppa Pig has decided to stop all the players from playing this game. Okay, let's see how they go on. Just the 4 of them.
I really hope Piggy along with her brother George can get through this game. They are starting to get things moving again today. Hopefully there won't be any more unforeseen moments. It looks like they need to stop again, but Peppa decided to throw some sharp thing right under her friend's feet, and that caused him to step on it and start jumping on it.
He's out of this game too. Yeah, look at that. Only 3 players left. I sure hope she doesn't get in George's way. Okay, now they're gonna move on. Let's have a look at what lies ahead. They're starting to walk forward slowly. It looks like Peppa has reached some kind of hive. Wait, where's there even a beehive?
She decided to toss it to the side. I hope it's not disturbing anyone in any way. Oh no, would you look at that? The bee started flying towards her friend, a cat, and that cat started running away from her. Okay, it looks like she's knocked out of the game too, and there are only 2 players left in this game, namely Peppa Pig and George. Hopefully the 2 of them can make it through this game next.
By the way, George has the funniest glasses here. They don't have much time left. I hope they make it across that red line. Let's see how hard they run there.
Oh no, they have a couple seconds left. I hope they made it. Look at that. George made it over that red line, but it looks like Peppa Pig didn't make it to the finals. I feel as sorry for her as possible, but hopefully the person in charge of this game will make that attempt count.
And no, would you look at that? It looks like he pressed that button and Peppa Pig lost too. Looks like George is the only one in this game. Oh, okay, we congratulate George and we're now heading straight to the next animation.
Looks like the adults are about to play here. Let's see what's going to happen here. They've entered this location again, and it looks like the same game is waiting for them now. But this doll is slightly modified here, and they've been given a little more time this time.
Okay, apparently they've all started to get ahead of themselves and now they need to stop. Look at this. Papa Pig decided to fart, and because of that, he provoked his friend the elephant. He started to move, and because of that, it looks like he's about to get shot.
Yeah, look at that. Looks like he lost, and now there are 4 of them left. I hope Papa Pig doesn't push anyone else around. Oh no, he accidentally pushed his wolf friend, and he lost too. My God, there's only 3 of them left.
Wait, seriously? He stepped in a puddle and it got mud on his friend Rabbit's glasses. Look at that. Only 2 players left. Papa Pig made sure all those players were eliminated. Okay, let's see what happens next.
Now it looks like this Mr. Fox is going to set Daddy Pig up somehow. He's going right after him, but apparently he got very distracted by the bee, and because of that, he lost too. And Papa Pig is left as the winner. Well, that's very cool. And now we're off to watch the next animation with you.
It looks like the minions are taking a trip here. Let's see where they're going. Looks like there's been some kind of accident. Oh, okay, these guys found bananas, but apparently it was a trap, especially for them.
Look at that, they're caught in a net. Looks like somebody wanted them bad enough to catch them, and it was Pennywise. He really got these guys. Look at him go at them with a gun.
Wait, seriously, he shot them? God, he sounds really angry. He must have brought them to some kind of lab. Yeah, he's doing some experiments in that lab. And now it looks like he wants to do his experiment on one of these minions.
He's got him chained up, and now he wants to give him some kind of injection. God, I hope this guy's okay. Everything that's going on here is really freaking me out. Okay, he's starting to turn into something else. Yeah, look at him. He looks like a giant cockroach with lots of eyes.
Looks like this guy is really unlucky. Look at Pennywise going up the stairs to the top of the stairs. Looks like something's about to happen. Yeah, look at that.
Okay, now we're looking at the minions flying on a banana airplane. From the looks of it, they're very excited, and they're off on their banana journey. But it looks like they've spotted something on the radar.
Oh my God, look at that. Something bit off part of the airplane, and all the minions started falling out into the air. I hope these guys make it out alive. Yeah, look, it looks like this infected minion turned into a giant toothy airplane and bit off part of the plane.
Oh my God! Look at that creepy creature. It really wants to eat this whole airplane. All the minions aboard the plane are in a panic. It looks like they've radioed for some kind of extra rescue center and will be trying to free their friends who are in trouble.
Apparently they want to invent a UFO to defeat that infected minion airplane. The guy looks unbelievably awful. I hope he doesn't have time to eat all those guys before they and their friends arrive. I think they should work very quickly.
Yeah, look at that! There's a UFO on its way. It looks like alien friends, and now they are going to help our minion friends with a flying saucer. They're actually going to make it in time because this airplane minion is about to eat the whole airplane.
Oh, look, that UFO came and grabbed this giant contaminated airplane. Oh, great. Good thing these guys are safe now. Oh, okay. It looks like everyone got lucky, and now they're as happy as possible. And we move on to the next animation.
And here we see a Lego minion. It looks like they're sending a shipment of bananas somewhere else. By the way, they have everything made of Lego for some reason. It looks incredibly cool. Okay, it's like some kind of Lego world. I'd like to go there.
Looks like these guys found a banana, and now they decided to eat it in some alley. They found the banana hanging on a spider web, but after they grabbed it, one of the minions got caught in the web. He got caught in the sewer, and it looks like it was a trap too.
Apparently he's enjoying his banana, but it looks like he's starting to drown in this sewer. God, I feel the most sorry for these guys. Look at that. It's a giant Lego spider. It looks like he's trying to grab all these guys who are stuck in the web.
These guys are in a cocoon. Hopefully they'll be okay. But it looks like there's an even creepier creature in that sewer. Okay, the other minions have made it to the banana vault, and it looks like they're going to attack it.
Yeah, look at that. They're carefully sneaking past the soldiers. It looks like they really decided to rob the entire banana vault, and they really managed to steal all those bananas. They're going to be as happy as possible.
Yes, they are all traveling by car, and they have a huge amount of bananas. But it seems that when they got back, they noticed that the whole town was covered in spider webs. It seems that while they were distracted by the vault robbery, a creepy spider virus took over the whole town, and now, friends, the minions have turned into spiders.
Looks like the guys have now been in an accident, and now it looks like they're not going to be happy. I hope they figure out how to get out of this horrible situation. The spider has now grabbed their bus and tied it to the web. It looks like they are now trying to figure out how to solve this problem.
They called their friend, a minion scientist, and are explaining the whole situation to him. I think he should definitely help them. Seems like there's a real commotion going on in that lab. They're trying really hard to figure out how to free all these guys.
Looks like they want to make a huge explosion to destroy this minion. I hope they actually succeed in defeating this spider minion. I'd really hate for him to eat these guys who are stuck on the bus right now. Yeah, look at that. With the help of a giant laser, they were able to defeat this spider. And now they're happy. I'm very happy for these guys. And now we move on to the next animation.
Well, just look at this. It looks like they've decided to go on some kind of family trip. But it looks like they're going to be flying some kind of radioactive waste on board this plane.
What's that, my god? Some kind of huge, creepy spider. Okay, so it looks like this family made it to the city they were looking for. Turns out her mom was just a flight attendant on this plane, and they were just struck by lightning.
Oh my god, look what's going on. It looks like that lightning strike did something wrong with that secret cargo, and that scary spider got loose. Oh my god, look what it did in the cabin of that plane. It looks like it infected that whole plane, and now that plane is infected.
They start crawling through all the air vents and attacking all the passengers on this plane. My god, they all look really scared. But apparently the plane has finally landed. The pilots of this plane are in a panic. They are really scared of all these spiders.
But just look at these giant paws that this plane has. The cat family really wants to escape, but these spiders are blocking their way and they can't get out through this emergency exit. But finally they did it. They went down the stairs.
But it looks like the rest of the passengers on this plane can't be saved. They started turning into horrible zombies. Because of this, the government even decided to send fighter jets and tanks to stop this giant infected plane. My god, just look at this giant cocoon. It looks like the mother cat is already in a panic.
They really want to get out of there, but that plane keeps chasing them. It looks like that plane doesn't want to let any of its passengers go. Just look at what it did to that police car. Wait, seriously, they're going to stop that infected plane? How? They're just a family of cats.
Everything is exploding. These guys are trying to escape from there. The plane is going to shoot them all down. New military fighters continue to pursue it. It flies with some very strange trajectory. But it looks like these guys are now gathering and rebuilding. Yeah, they're shooting at it with their machine guns.
Looks like he's in trouble. There's a giant missile headed his way. Just look at it. He tried to stop, but he couldn't. The plane was destroyed, and the cat family survived. Okay, let's see what happens next.
Apparently there is some cat family here too, and they went to a giant ship. Here they are going to celebrate their cat son's birthday. Yes, just look, they gave him a toy Lightning McQueen as a gift. The cat really liked it, and he walked with it.
But it looks like it fell overboard from that ship. Yeah, look at that. That toy is starting to sink, but it looks like he decided to jump in after it. His parents are panicking. They're running over there to save him. It looks like that guy didn't realize the danger. Look at that! It looks like there was some radioactive waste at the bottom of that ocean.
Yeah, it looks like some toxic barrels. This toy was right next to those barrels, and it looks like it's about to be contaminated with radiation. Oh my god! It looks like there's something really creepy living in there. Yeah, it looks like a giant contaminated shark. Apparently that radioactive waste affected it somehow.
She has a red fin, and it looks like she's heading towards the kitten. But the mommy cat threw a life preserver. It looks like they really want to save their baby. Yeah, the daddy cat is swimming towards him, and he threw him a life preserver. Now they have to get out of the water before this giant infected shark eats them.
Everyone is panicking. The father is trying to save him, but it looks like it's too late. They are about to fall right into the mouth of this shark. But wait, what happened? It turns out that it's the same Lightning McQueen toy. The father was able to save his child, but he is left underwater and fighting this giant toothy shark.
The kitten seems to be in a very bad way, but the daddy cat is much stronger than this shark, and he starts to fight with it. It looks like they have a very violent fight. But apparently the daddy cat survived, and he was even able to return the toy to his child.
Now we move on to the next animation, and here, apparently, we will be watching a family of kittens again. It looks like a very ordinary morning. The kitten son is washing himself and is getting ready to go to school right now. Now they are having breakfast as a family.
Looks like the dad is a cop, and now the cat dad has decided to walk his son to the bus. Yeah, look, the school bus picked up the cat, and right now, he's on his way to school with his classmates.
It looks like the driver of the school bus didn't get enough sleep, and he's yawning. Now they're leaving. It looks like they're having some kind of panic attack. The little kitten is hiding under the seat, but it looks like the driver did fall asleep, and he's walking down the bridge. I hope they don't fall.
Oh my god! It looks like they've had an accident. At this point, the school bus driver wakes up, but it's too late. This school bus is about to fall into the water. All the kids are trying to save themselves, but not all of them succeed.
The ambulance is already moving towards the scene. The kitten is still inside the bus. It seems that everyone except him managed to escape from this bus. I hope that everything will be okay with him. Right now, the bus is falling into the water, and even the father of this kitten came to the scene.
Okay, it looks like the bus has already fallen into the water, and it looks like this little kitten is going to drown, but I hope he's okay. The bus is slowly sinking into the water, and it turns out that there was toxic waste under the water. It looks like water isn't the only danger that awaits him.
Oh my god, look at that! That toxic waste is starting to transform that school bus. It looks like something really scary is going on here. Okay, the entire police department needs to get there right away because this is a very dangerous situation, and the entire police force in the city really needs to be dispatched.
All of this cat's classmates are watching and hoping that he's going to be okay. But it looks like the entire bus has already sunk underwater, and he's already turned into this giant, creepy creature. All the little ones, the kittens, start trying to escape from him, but this infected bus starts moving toward them.
The entire police force is coming to stop it. I hope this school bus doesn't kill anyone on its way. It looks like everyone started shooting at it, but this school bus starts moving with its huge wheels right towards them. But they decided to shoot it with a bazooka, and it looks like that bazooka was able to stop it after all. I hope the little kitten is okay.
The cat's father is very scared, but the baby kitten is right in front of him. Right now, the father decided to save him. He runs towards him. Well, the baby kitten opened his eyes. It looks like he's going to be okay after all. Great. I really like this animation.
Okay, we already knew the characters of Phase 1 and 2, but look at Phase 3 and 4. God, this character is getting creepier and creepier. I'm even starting to feel a little sorry for the orange one.
Look what that game did to him. Oh my god, that was too loud. You see that? I think it's a little scary. Okay, I hope there's no more loud noises like that around here.
Let's take a look at how the red one has changed. Okay, only his third phase character looks weird, but his fourth phase character is pretty loud. Okay, the fifth phase character already sounds pretty interesting, but the sixth phase character sounds super creepy.
Oh my god, look at how much it's been changed in all the other phases. I think it's the creepiest thing ever.
Now we're looking at the guy with the plate on his head. He seems to be doing pretty well. Okay, let's see what happens next, and I think this sound suits him a lot better than his original sound. I like the fourth and fifth phases, but the sounds of the sixth phase seem rather quiet to me.
Okay, the seventh phase sounds pretty interesting too, but I like the eighth phase better. I think the sound is already too loud here.
Okay, now let's look at this character. Love the original version of him, but the second and third phases sound creepy. Okay, now let's see what's next for us. And this is already some interesting dance beat, just like the fifth one. Okay, let's take a look at phase 6 and 7.
The sixth phase is very similar to the sound of an alarm clock, and I find it as annoying as possible. Well, the seventh phase sounds like a horror movie melody, and then phase 8 sounds like a full song. Okay, I like it as much as possible.
Let's take a look at Veneria. She sounds quite interesting here. Her first and second phases are familiar, but her third phase sounds strange. Okay, so what happens next?
In Phase 4, she sounds really fast. Okay, Phase 5 scares me as much as possible with the glowing eyes. It seems to start sounding faster and faster with each phase. Look at Phase 7! That was mega creepy.
And phase 8 is too loud. God, that sound is really pressing on my ears. It's annoying me to the max. Okay, let's move on, and this is where we're going to look at Gray. This guy has always sounded pretty weird, but I like his first phase the best. Let's take a look at the rest.
The third phase sounds like a very creepy bass. Okay, I wonder what happens next. I feel like this sound gets creepier and creepier with each phase. In Phase 5, it sounds pretty interesting already. Okay, I'm even starting to like this sound a little bit, but in Phase 6, it sounds as creepy as possible.
His animation scares me a lot. It's as fast as possible, and the sound he makes is also very scary. I don't like the 7th phase at all. That sound is as stupid as possible. Okay, let's go to the 8th. Let's hear it. Jesus, do you hear that? It's the sound that doesn't suit him as much as possible. It sounds as dumb as possible.
Let's move on. And now we're going to watch this crazy character with a bucket on his head. I have absolutely never liked his sound, and he has the most stupid sound possible, to be honest. It doesn't even sound like a tune, and neither does the 4th sound.
It sounds more like a knock on the door. The 5th sound also reminds me of something very ordinary, but the 6th phase sounds quite interesting. It sounds like some kind of melody. The 7th phase reminds me of some suspenseful melody from a horror movie, but the 8th phase already sounds like a full song. Okay, I like it as much as possible, and the way it looks is cool.
We've gotten to the next character. We know the first 2 phases well, we need to see the rest. I don't like the sound of the 3rd phase as much as possible. It sounds as dumb as possible. Hopefully there will be more interesting sounds next.
Oh my god, do you even hear that? It sounds like some kind of DJ beat. Wait, are you serious? That's what Phase 5 sounds like? Okay, that's super dumb. And here's a Phase 6 character that looks as creepy as possible, but his sounds also scare me in absolutely no way, and I don't like them.
Jesus, can you even hear phase 7? It sounds like some dubstep or something, and the 8th phase is similar to the 7th phase. There's absolutely nothing cool here. That sound is super dope. Okay, all of this character's phrases I absolutely dislike. Let's go to the next character.
It's green, by the way. I have absolutely never liked the sounds of green anywhere, ever. I think we need to listen to them as soon as possible, because I feel like some cool sounds are absolutely not going to happen here. The 3rd, 4th phase sounds as dumb as possible. It sounds like just some maximally dumb sound.
Okay, well, let's hear phase 6. It sounds like some kind of stupid synthesizer. God, I think it's time to change those sounds. Okay, phase 7 sounds like someone in an echoing room starting to cut something with scissors, but phase 8 sounds super dumb. It sounds like some kind of nonsense.
Okay, now let's see what Cyan looks like. Here are his 1st and 2nd phases. All the melodies we're already familiar with. Well, here's his 3rd phase, sounds more aggressive. Okay, I kind of like it a little bit.
But phase 4 sounds a little bit cooler, yes. Look at him, he sounds quite familiar. Well, now phase 5 is already looking as interesting as phase 6. Look at him, he's got nails in his eyes. Okay, that reminds me of his original sound.
Well, let's see what happens next. And phase 7 is nothing new. It's very much like phase 6. I think they should even be swapped. But phase 8 sounds too loud again, and it's really pissing me off. God, stop putting in such loud sounds. They freak me out as much as possible.
Now we're going to see how Mr. Sunshine was changed. I didn't always like his 1st and 2nd melody either, because they're too loud and inorganic for any song. His 3rd phase, on the other hand, sounds pretty interesting. I like that sound. It's quite soothing.
God, phase 4 is too loud. That sound is really pressing on my brain. In the 5th phase, we hear some weird noises, and to be honest, they were as stupid as possible. Phase 6 is some kind of violin or synthesizer at all. So far, I have absolutely no way of understanding this sound, but I definitely don't like it. Phase 7, on the other hand, is some pretty intense piano. It sounds pretty cool and groovy.
Let's hear the 8th one now. God, it's too loud. Why do they always make the most ear-crushing sounds in phase 8? It's really annoying.
Okay, now let's look at the purple one. I never liked his 2 phases either because they are totally not organic in any tune. But I hope his next phases sound interesting. The 3rd phase sounds mega dumb.
The 4th phase sounds pretty positive. I feel like I would even put it in some melody. I like that a lot. Okay, the 5th phase is some maximally scary bell, and it doesn't sound, frankly, very appropriate to me. Okay, I don't like that sound.
And now we're off to phase 6, which sounds like some really fun instrumentation. I like that a lot more. Jesus, but phase 7 sounds like some kind of dubstep. Well, I find that sound quite interesting too. And then phase 8 is as loud as it can get. It's just a kind of screaming sound.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed all of these sounds we looked at today. Give this video a like and we'll move on to the next video.
Last time we stopped at this very place, we needed to escape from this guy's house. Last time he grabbed us and kidnapped us, but now I think we should definitely make it through this level without a hitch.
So we've got this key, and we've opened this lock. Now we're going to get out of the cage, and we need to escape to the 2nd floor. We need to go through this game as carefully as possible, because it's quite a challenge here.
Okay, now we need to get past this room, and next we're going to go up to the 2nd floor, Get into this weird room, and then we're going to do the socket challenge.
Well, we're finally here, and now we need to get through it as quickly as possible. Okay, let's do it. Now we've got this thing. Now we need to move it.
Jesus, where are all these outlets? I can't figure it out. Okay, now we need to plug this one in, and then we need to plug this one in. Great, and now we need to find the blue one. I don't think we found the right outlet.
Look, it turns out there was a pillow here the whole time. Okay, looks like we couldn't get through this game the first time. This guy really caught us and took away our first unit of health. Well now, on our second try, we should definitely pass this challenge.
This should be a little easier for us. Hopefully this time that outlet won't be hiding behind a pillow. Okay, now we're going to have to go through this whole ordeal all over again. Now we're going to stick this wire out. It's going to go away. The key is going to drop, and we're going to get it.
Great. We've opened the lock, and now we can run on and sneak up to the second floor. I hope we don't have trouble getting through this challenge again, because I really didn't like how long it took us last time. Okay, let's be as careful as possible.
All right, we finally made it to the second floor. Look at that. That guy's trying really hard to catch us again. I think we mixed up the outlets again. Okay, it turns out that these outlets have a different location every time we go into this game.
Okay, and now we found all the outlets correctly, and now we're gonna have to hop on this train. Great, we finally did it. Now we're off to the next challenge. Looks like this guy's gonna run right behind us.
Okay, look at this. Looks like we're gonna have to push buttons when this guy tries to attack us. To be honest, I can't see him at all yet. Okay, now we need to be as careful as possible. Bro, where are you?
I can't see you. Okay, looks like... Oh no. Oh my god, this guy's right in our face. Okay, he's taken his second health. Now we have to be more careful than last time. Okay, looks like there's some extra buttons in here too. I don't really see where he could be.
Great, we hit the button in time. Now I hope we can do it again because this guy shows up as suddenly as possible. But I hope we hit the right button.
Oh my god, that sound is coming out of nowhere. Wait, seriously? Dead again? I hope that's not true. Oh no! Unfortunately, we lost again. I didn't realize what buttons we were supposed to press. Okay, well, we didn't get through this game this time, so let's try it again.
Okay, we found ourselves in some kind of elevator, and now let's see where this elevator will take us. I hope that something really interesting awaits us. Now we are going down, and most likely, our first tests will await us at the bottom.
By the way, for some reason, you can't jump in this game. Okay, we've made it this far. And by the way, this camera that's constantly following us is really annoying me. We've reached the first location. It looks like we'll need to interact with various objects here. Let's do it.
Now we've moved the green cube, and after that we'll move the red one. Great! We've already moved these two cubes. Okay, now we've pressed the lever, opened this box, and now we're moving the blue cube here. Great, we've moved it here, and now the button is available to us.
By the way, there's also a green button here for some reason, and to be honest, I have absolutely no idea what this item could be used for. Okay, let's try moving it here. Well, it looks like it was a completely useless item.
Okay, let's go into this location now. For some reason, we passed the first test, and now we're under some kind of shower. Okay, let's go. I'm very interested to know what will happen here in the next tests.
Oh my god, look at this guy. He's watching us in a really creepy way, just like that camera up there. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to feed this guy now. Let's get up there and see what happens after we feed him.
Okay, now it looks like we're going to have to feed him here. He needs to be fed 3 blue food units. Okay, let's do that. What we need to do now is spawn a huge amount of random food, and then we'll feed him only blue food.
Okay, looks like they don't want to give us blue food right now. Great, we already found the second one. Let's spawn food. Yeah, cool, we found all 3 blue foods. Okay, let's feed him quickly. Looks like this guy only likes blue food. I hope he likes it.
Okay, we fed him some blue food, but it looks like he's not getting enough. Just look at him. This guy is looking at us very suspiciously. It's quite possible that he actually wants some more blue food. It's possible that he'll be a little nicer to us after that. Okay, let's try that.
But it looks like he doesn't want to eat. Okay, then we'll go to the next location. Guys, I was really scared of this guy. In fact, he really does look extremely creepy.
And we've reached the next character. This guy has a huge blue head. Okay, looks like we're going to have to press these buttons here. Okay, let's watch the monitors. Looks like they're showing colors that we need to remember. Green, red, red, green, green, blue, green, red, green. No, unfortunately, we were wrong.
Blue, green, blue, 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 blue. Blue, green, blue, blue, blue. Yeah, great. We were able to feed this guy because we got the right combination of these colors. He looks pretty happy, and he doesn't have that suspicious look. Well, now we're off to the next location.
By the way, just look at this elevator. It looks extremely unpleasant. It feels like it's really dirty. Okay, now we're going down. And by the way, these brick walls are scaring me a little. Okay, I hope there won't be a creepy atmosphere further on. Let's get on this elevator and see what awaits us ahead.
Okay. This elevator is going down pretty slowly, and we're finally here. It says here that we need to go left, but I think we'll disobey them and go right. I hope there's nothing to scare us here. Okay, it looks like there's some kind of dark place here. I hope there aren't any jump scares because I'm really scared of them.
Okay, this door finally opened. Well, it looks like this woman who is the voiceover didn't like that we chose this passage. Now we move on, and here we have 3 more strange passages. But it looks like we're going to have to go left this time.
Let's see what awaits us there. By the way, these 2 doors are extremely strange, and there is another camera here that is watching us. Yes, just look. Another door has opened, and here, apparently, we will put some things in these boxes. Okay, let's press these buttons.
Apparently, these buttons spawn some cubes. By the way, look at that. We spawned these cubes. I wonder what would happen if we moved several cubes to the same box. Maybe that would actually help us somehow. Okay, we took 2 cubes, but unfortunately they are too big to fit there, so I think we will move them to the rest of the boxes.
Okay, we've moved the 3rd cube, and now it looks like the door should open. I hope that's what happens. Unfortunately, it looks like absolutely nothing happened. There's not even a button here. It's possible that we actually need to do something else, but honestly, I can't figure out what it is yet.
Okay, looks like this game doesn't like something. Let's try something else, but I don't see any options for that right now. Okay, we spawned too many cubes, apparently.
Just look. It turns out that now we can go further. Well, we got into another weird elevator. To be honest, it looks even creepier than the previous one. It scares me a little. And this black elevator door also looks extremely unpleasant. Okay, let's see what comes next here. But by the way, there are too many underground floors here. We are constantly going down. Apparently, this building has a huge long corridor.
Oh my god, look at this huge, nasty pink thing. It seems to be the main one among them all. Okay. I hope this thing doesn't eat us or attack us. By the way, it looks a lot like some kind of giant brain. It's quite possible that it is. Okay. I guess we need to figure out how to go from here.
By the way, there are vents everywhere here, but I don't quite understand how they work. Yeah, just look. This door opened, and it looks like we're in for another test. We'll have 2 choices here. We'll either choose the green button or the red one, and I don't really know which button we should choose.
This voiceover is trying to persuade us to press the green button, but I think we have to break all the rules in this game, because the first time we were told that we only had to go left, we went right. So I think we should definitely choose the red button this time. It's quite possible that after we press it, something interesting will happen.
Okay, let's wait until this door opens and we'll go in here. She's trying to persuade us to press the green button, but I absolutely don't want to do it. It really pisses me off that she's trying so hard to persuade us. But I think we've already made our choice, and we're definitely going to have to press the red button. So let's not even think about it and press it.
Okay, look at that. It looks like those buttons are now covered. Well, I hope nothing bad happens here. Let's see what happens next. Look at that. It looks like they sprayed some kind of scary gas.
Wait, seriously? Did we pass out? Okay, we should be somewhere else now. Oh no, look, the game is over. After that, well, this game actually scared me a little. It was pretty interesting. Now I think it's time to move straight on to the next game.
I think there's definitely a whole piece of pizza missing here. Let's take a look. Yeah, great, we were right. It turns out this pizza didn't have a crust.
And now we've moved on to the solar system. And it seems to me that there's something missing in the center. More likely it's some planet. No, it turns out it's the sun.
And now it looks like we need to help the gingerbread man. I think he's lost one of his legs. Let's get it back to him ASAP. Great. We finished drawing that leg, and now he looks a lot happier.
Oh, just look. It looks like this tourist wanted to hide from the cold, but his tent is missing. We urgently need to get it back. Let's do it. Great. Now he can finally rest in it.
Oh, look at that! I think that bear is breaking traffic rules. We need to draw a seatbelt for him ASAP so he doesn't accidentally fly out. Great. Now he's safe.
Oh, look at this. It looks like someone stole this cactus pot. I think it might die because of this. Let's get it back to its pot as soon as possible. Cool. This cactus is now inside its pot. I think it's safe now.
Oh my god, just look at this cat. It looks like he's missing a canopy in this stroller. Let's add one so no one knows he's hiding here. Great, now no one will ever find out.
Okay, we're moving on. Look, this guy seems to have lost one of his laces. We need to get them back as soon as possible. Cool. Now these shoes will fit.
Okay, we're moving on. Just look at this superhero! Someone definitely ripped his cape off. We need to give him his cape back so he can look like a full-fledged superhero again. Great, just look at him. Now he looks like he's gonna save the city.
Oh my god, just look at this. It looks like there's a roadblock here, and we need to get the road on the left back. Let's get it back up quickly so the car can go there. Great, now it can turn left.
Just look at this failed knight. It looks like he went into battle and forgot his most important armor. Let's restore his armor so he won't be in any danger. Cool. Now he can finally go into battle without worrying about getting hurt.
Okay, so it looks like we're in a barber shop now. Here we need to help cut this guy's hair. But to be honest, I'm not really sure what we need to do. Maybe we need to give him a new haircut.
Okay, that doesn't seem to be quite right. Maybe we should add an apron for him to keep his hair off his clothes. Great. Now his hair won't fall on him.
Apparently, we ended up on a very beautiful street. Now we need to restore the bridge that was between these two houses so that the street seems complete. Great. Just look at this blue, insanely beautiful building.
Okay, we've reached the next level, and this pineapple is definitely missing a part on top. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what it's called, but it's probably just some regular pineapple leaves.
Now we have to restore this hourglass. I think somebody stole the glass. It's actually quite strange that this structure is still intact, because I think it should have all fallen down. We put this glass in, and now the sand is running down.
We have moved on to the next level. I think this domino is missing a division in the middle. Great, we have added this strip, and now the domino is divided.
Oh, just look at this guy. He appears to be on this boat, but it's definitely missing a sail. Let's fix the sail so this guy can sail away. Great! Now this ship can sail with the wind.
Okay, now we've reached the next level, and it looks like somebody stole the screen from this machine. Okay, let's put it back here. In fact, I think it was some kind of intruder or something.
And now, it looks like we need to help someone win at tic-tac-toe. There's definitely one cross missing. Great. We've finished it, and now this game is over. We're moving on.
Oh my god, this pilot lost his control column. We need to get it back so he can fly the plane. Great. We got the control column back, and now this plane will fly properly.
Just look at this dragon. It looks like he didn't have a second head. Let's give him a second head so he can be happy. Yes. Just look. He now has a second head that he's friends with.
Oh no! Just look at this girl. It looks like she decided to jump with a parachute, but her parachute is gone. Let's get that parachute back so she can fall safely. Great! Now she's definitely not in danger of falling from a great height.
Now we need to help Albert Einstein. I think this is that famous picture of him where he sticks out his tongue. Let's draw him here. Great. Now he looks like that picture.
Well, okay. Now we have moved on to the next level, and apparently we have a Chinese lantern in front of us. We need to restore its walls so that this lantern can shine and look really nice. Cool, we did it. Now it really looks really cool.
Looks like we need a shoe brush here because these shoes are really dirty. Let's clean them. Yes, just look. The place is clean now.
We need to restore this matryoshka. Let's draw the top part of the matryoshka so that it looks whole. Cool. Now this toy looks great.
Okay, now we move on. Here, it looks like this guy has lost absolutely all the keys on his piano. We need to get those keys back so he can play it. I think we drew it wrong on the first try, but on the second try, we finally got all the keys back.
Look, this looks like some kind of Chinese coin. I remember there was always a square hole in the center of these coins. Let's try to draw it. Great. We've drawn a perfect square hole. That's exactly what this coin was missing, and we're finally moving on.
Oh my god, look at this deer. It looks like he's missing antlers. Let's put the antlers back on his head so he can be happy again. Great! We've drawn his second antler, and now this deer looks a lot happier.
Look, this guy seems to be playing with construction sets. Apparently he wanted to build a house, but apparently its walls are missing. Let's put the walls back on this house. Great. Now he can put this Lego figure in this house.
And here, apparently, we are dealing with some house again. But this time, it is a gingerbread house. Here, we need to restore the door. Let's draw it. Cool. Now this gingerbread house looks very tasty.
This kiwi is missing a core. In fact, if it weren't there, this fruit might even taste better. But we restored it anyway. And just look at that cute face. Now we move on.
We've moved on to the next level, and here, apparently, this guy is also missing something. But to be honest, I can't figure out yet. It's impossible what he's missing. Let's finish drawing it. Great! Now he can continue fighting. Okay, now we've reached the next level.
And apparently this guy is missing one more candle on his candlestick. There should be 3 of them. Great, we got it back, and now all 3 candles are lit. Okay, on our way.
Look, there's definitely a missing roller to paint anything. Let's get it fixed so we can continue working. Cool! Look at that beautiful pink.
Okay, this police officer is missing his baton. Now we need to get it back. Cool! Now he can hit someone with it. And we move on.
And apparently Santa Claus is missing the bottom of his sleigh here, because otherwise he won't be able to move through the snow. But now, when he lands, he can go wherever he wants.
Now we need to help this guy with his medal. Let's finish drawing it. Great. Wait, seriously? For some reason this medal should be bigger. Okay, we finished drawing it, and now we know this guy got first place. Okay, and here, apparently, this mailbox is missing a letter slot. We need to restore it so that this letter can be sent to the addressee. Okay, now this letter will definitely be sent to where it needs to be. The top of the ice cream is definitely missing here. Just look at how delicious it looks.
Well, we're moving on to the next level, and this guy definitely needs to have a crown on his head because he's a king. Okay, let's draw his crown on him. Cool! Now he's a real king, because a real king definitely needs to have that thing on his head.
Okay, we're moving on. Here we need to draw a giant block for this guy because he's obviously building a pyramid. Okay, but he's still having a really hard time getting it up there.
Apparently there must be a volcano because we see a huge cloud above. Apparently it was caused by an eruption. Yes, just look. It turns out that there really should have been a volcano here.
Someone painted a still life, but I think there's definitely something missing from this painting. Most likely it's the handle of this basket that's missing. Let's finish it. Great, we finished it. And now this still life looks like it was supposed to look. This cupcake is missing its bottom part, because then it will simply open up and fall apart. Let's draw it. This cupcake looks complete. Just look at his face. It's very happy.
Okay. It looks like this pelican has some problems with his beak. He definitely has a pouch at the bottom. Now, we'll draw it. He can move this fish to another place.
Okay, and here, apparently, these birds are hanging on some wire, but it seems to have disappeared somewhere. We were able to finish drawing it, and now they can sit on it.
Okay, here we are in a level where we need to draw another spaghetti. Okay, now they have some kind of date. Only in the original there were 2 dogs.
Okay, we've reached the next level here. This guy definitely wants to eat some food, but I don't think he can because he's too fat. Let's draw a door for this fridge. Cool! Now he definitely can't eat. We move on. This omelet is definitely missing a yolk. Let's draw it. Great, now it looks like a complete breakfast.
Okay, and here, apparently, someone was supposed to get the jackpot. But for that, there is one more number missing. 7. Wow, cool. Just look at this huge number of coins. Okay, we're moving on.
This guy seems to have finished his studies at the university, but he is missing his graduation hat. Let's draw one so he can graduate. Cool. Just look at him. He is so happy.
Now this guy is missing a drum. We need to draw it so he can play his favorite tune. Yeah, look at him. He's a lot happier now.
And this cake is definitely missing one of the candles. Well, I guess we'll add it now. Cool, we added it. And now someone's going to celebrate their 3rd birthday.
Now we need to draw another clock on this dial. More precisely, another dial on this clock. I think I'm starting to get confused in my words. Let's move on.
It looks like he was trying to do some kind of trick, and I think his legs should definitely be there. Let's draw that. That's a really creepy trick. I'd be scared to see that.
Okay, now we need to help this guy. He definitely wanted to compliment his girlfriend,
but I think his flower is a little broken. Oh my god, look at this. We fixed this flower, but now it looks even worse.
Okay, now we need to help this avocado. It's definitely missing the pit in the middle. Great, now this avocado looks complete. Okay, now we're moving on.
This guy definitely has something to show off here. It turns out he's been trying to fix his bow all this time. Actually, it's not called a bow, it's called a bow tie. But I guess that's not important.
Okay, now we need to finish drawing a pocket for this kangaroo. Great, the guy definitely won't fall out when his mom jumps. Okay, now we need a stick for this Segway. I didn't think anyone rode those things anymore.
But this guy seems to be enjoying it.